Alright, welcome gamer girls and gamer boys. How are you doing on this fine evening? The horrible,
nice.
Great.
I'm doing
That's about 2020 for you. Also, we have a new guest, Dino. Or is Dino new?
Yeah, hi. Hello.
Hello.
He is
Hello.
the
This
terrible
won't be
British
a
boy.
waste
That
of
is all
time.
you need
I'm
to know.
American, guys. I'm American.
Shut up,
He's
British boy!
He is British.
Yes,
So we made-
our entire joke with him
I
is
am
just to
from
harass him for being
Ohio.
British. That's it.
Yeah.
Speak American.
Speak
Can you
American,
speak
you
English
dumb.
right?
I'm the only American here.
I like how we make fun of Dino for not speaking English, right? Even though English came from England, and if anything, we're the
Yeah.
ones not speaking
You
it
guys
right.
make no sense.
Well, we speak American,
Yeah.
Daniel.
Oh, I see.
This is America.
I need to speak
Mafia.
pizza and donut, not tea.
Yes, we speak pizza, donut, burger language. You
No,
speak.
we speak potato chip, not Chris.
That's
Chris,
Well, we have
Okay.
multiple names for the same language.
It's the first.
the
It's
thing.
the first like 5 minutes of this podcast just gonna be us insulting a British person.
Yes.
For being British, yes. That's
know
that's
what?
the quality content you're getting.
I mean,
Alright.
great stuff.
Hey, so we're here to talk about mobile ads, right? And
because
how
mobile ads are
garbage
bad.
they are as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, they
not only are they
they've gone
garbage, they're very
downhill.
misleading. Very misleading.
Yeah. Like,
First
th-
case.
there's, Like,
Alright, can I just say something though? The only good ads are from Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh
Raid
my
is an
God.
immersive
Oh,
RPG.
We are
And
not
moving on.
sponsored. Please don't cancel us. Twitter.com.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. Not sponsored.
Don't-
Flashing
Don't
Flashing
message
Twitter
saying
cancel
not
us.
sponsored on the screen. Please don't crucify us. There we go.
Yeah.
I saved all your asses.
please don't.
What Twitter cancel us of all places?
Well, they wouldn't. No, the worst
Because
part is
that's
that we
what-
would get.
Because that's the
No,
war
truth
zone
is-
of today's modern society, Jawan.
Well, truth is, the
They
worst
find
part is that
something
we.
to whine about.
Listen.
Yeah,
The thing,
why
worst
not?
part is, Jackson, about me saying that we're being sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends when we aren't, is that Raid Shadow Legends sue us for falsely, claiming that they sponsored us, because that can actually.
And
get us
also,
both in
we're
trouble.
doing by satirizing their presence. We're only giving them more attention. It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
It's a never-ending cycle of attention.
Where Raid Shadow Legends always comes out on top.
Yeah, that's what
They
that's
have
the strategy
over
I
500
use.
million downloads.
That's the strategy I use to get attention.
Oh, I believe someone played the game and then told me about it. They said I'm that it was super bad.
Maybe I should. Maybe I should
When you spend
review the game
millions
for
of
my
dollars
channel.
on advertising campaigns, it's kind of difficult to actually add
Yeah.
good content.
Darn. But anyways, mobile ads, they suck. And,
Yeah.
First case, Jackson,
Yeah.
talk about them. Go.
So can you guys?
Raid Shadow.
I already made the joke.
Yep. Honestly, they suck. Even like, I guess I could consider Raid Shadow Legends a mobile ad because it's a mobile game being advertised on a platform.
Already used a raid.
No, but it's also it's a PC game as well.
Well,
Okay,
I mean,
Right.
but if it's
it's a
if it
mobile game first, PC game
if it-
second. Who just joined?
if it can be, if it is built for mobile, it is intended to be on mobile because mobile is inherently the weakest platform. So if anything is included on mobile, it's either a downgraded version of the product or it is the product and the main demographic of said
Exactly.
product. Because
Yes.
phones suck.
Yes.
Nice.
it is.
Yeah, they suck for.
Can you give an example? Like what kind
Also,
of mobile ad in general?
I think those kinds of mobile ads that like, those mobile ads that like,
Oh my
like
god.
with
Oh,
either the fake
Peyton's
X's
calling.
or the ones that
Peyton
like,
is calling.
you can
And
like
then the
play,
fake-
you can play them, and they're like, hey, play, and then you click it, and then it takes you to the app store. Those kind of ads suck. Why do you
Oh
make
yeah,
those?
those super annoying.
Yeah, like
When it's
very
you're
bad
offering me a
data, very
preview of your
bad
game,
bad
and then
data.
you bamboozle me by sending you the App Store. That does the exact opposite of your intended
The cake is a
purpose.
lie.
That's opposite advertising. That's bad advertising, man.
Yep, that is what we call a
also-
bad ad.
Also, wait, can I say something? So, I assume you all seen the Boom Beach meme of the
Yep,
I hope no one sleep. I hope no one looks at my plans while I'm sleeping.
and also I'm so excited about my new super weapon that will blow up Boom Beach that I wrote a song about it. Da-da-da-da.
Can I talk about my mobile ad game opinion now?
Yes, you can.
Sure, go ahead.
Awesome. I have freedom of speech.
Yeah, this is America.
You now have
Not
permission to
speaking
talk.
that
for
one.
Britain.
You have permission to talk.
Yeah, but I'd say a particular game, in my opinion, would probably be Homescapes, because it's super
Oh, no.
basically just misleading, to the point where I think it was
Yeah.
like super generic, like pull the pins to get the gold or like girl or something.
I think another one of the offered.
And then,
It was
and
like
then
you
there was
know,
another ad on it. It's literally just a Candy Crush game.
it's the game itself is
free.
like a Candy Crush game where you fix up a house, but they advertise it as like use
have
the
to
right
use
thing
my
for the
data
situation or to freaking pull the pins to save the guy, and it's like
Oh, I think
what?
I think our special guest has to leave by now.
No, I don't.
I thought he had to
I
leave.
He's just kind of phasing in and out of reality. It's fine.
Oh, it's just
Yeah.
an internet problem.
Yeah.
He's going in and out of the eighth dimension.
My connection is horrible, bro.
So
Yeah, because you're British.
so you have that
but-
McDonald's Wi-Fi
so-
from a toaster router. All right.
Yeah, I'm using my data now.
Okay, yeah, so another ad was like those other generic ad. It just like slap like tits like right in front of the screen and be like, hey, click. And it's really just like a shooter game, and you play as like some super female with like a dump truck of
Like a dump truck of ammunition and shit. Or no, a dump truck.
you know, like she's like because they make her to like where she's like beyond thick,
Exactly.
like basically like a supermodel but on a whole bunch of steroids.
Basically. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I got those ads too.
Yeah, and like it mainly targets like desperately horny like 12-year-olds.
And desperately horny 36-year-olds who stay
How
inside
are
all
they gonna
day.
do two things at once?
The kind of people who either A are really young and really horny, or the kind of people who are really old, creepy, and horny, and moderate Discord servers. That's Prem.
Moderate Discord servers. Man, make sure we clean.
Yeah, that's
Wait, but
just basically every of those life.
I'm a Discord mod. Ah!
I'm an admin, not a mod, so.
Mod and admins are the same thing. They're both fat, overweight men who groom children and are creepy.
Sadly, I am all of those things combined. You're next, Jackson.
Ah! He's already in the basement locked up, so.
I have the key.
You kind of already have me in the basement. You've already accomplished step one.
Let you go in the forest and then I catch you again.
Why do you enjoy this torture? What is your problem?
Please,
Very-
It's just for the memes.
Jawan, go and add your point about the mobile game ads. We don't need to give the community more of an insight on what we do to Jackson.
Yeah,
alright,
that's
what
a
happens-
private discussion.
What happens in the basement stays in the basement. That's all.
That's
That's
it.
what.
Yep, that's
Yes, go on
the
and
thing.
add your point.
Okay, so basically, most mobile ads they do kind of like minorities, and they do get sexual. Like I remember there was a YouTube ad I got one time. And it was legit. It was literally a girl using like just masturbating. That's what it was. Literally masturbating. YouTube ad. I didn't even
Wait,
know what it was.
target ads based towards your data. Wait,
You
Da-da-da.
don't even
Da-da-da.
know, but the fact,
I'm getting ads
even
from
if
me.
it's targeted towards data, the fact that they literally just show an ad where the girl's basically basically masturbating is what the
Yeah.
problem is. Like, why would you do that, YouTube? And then you bash any YouTubers for having any type of sexual content in their videos. You can have literal porn on your ads. Wow.
Oh,
Okay,
I
that's
mean,
definitely
hey,
fair.
they're a big old
Well,
company. They can
well,
pay a lot of
okay.
money to get out of
Can
stuff.
I just say something though? By the way, YouTube does actually allow nudity on the site if it's educational or in an art form.
It's age restricted.
Yeah, it is.
Yes,
but-
my sex tape is it's an artistic it's surreal art. My sex
There
tape
are
is surreal art.
videos of women giving birth on YouTube.
Of course there are. YouTube is a site where anyone can share anything, even the process of giving
Yeah.
birth to a human baby. Yeah.
Yes, beautiful.
As long as it's
Yeah, like,
it's educational, it passes. But I guess.
It's not. What it was advertising is not educational though. That's the thing. It wasn't educational at all.
I mean, hey,
Trust me when I say it was.
I don't think ads fall under the same criteria as like YouTube videos do. Like an
But
ad.
it still doesn't mean that they allow the type of ads, those type of ads on their site though. That's the thing. That does not mean they allow that. And then of course, like as you guys said, there's the ads that are fucking misleading as hell. Especially the Homescapes one, it literally shows you a completely different game from what you get.
Yeah,
Usually,
Concept.
it shows off that it's like an actual like type of puzzle game where you actually have to use your brain to pull the pins and shit.
Technically, it is
You
a
actually
puzzle
pull
game.
the ads.
It's not
It is
advertised.
nothing but a candy. It's nothing but a candy crush one, you know?
Yeah. I just kind of don't get that advertising because, like, if you want people to play your game, you want people to be drawn in by the concept and by the way you advertise it. When you advertise something in a false manner, what are you gaining?
Yeah, I guess is it technically illegal if you do that? If you does that count as false advertising?
It should.
Because if it
Does that count?
I think because if it doesn't, there probably takes place. The company probably is like located in China. That's probably why the U.S. can't do nothing about it because it's in China and they can't.
Why's it gotta be in China, Daniel?
I mean,
yeah,
that's fair.
That's where all the bootleg companies come from.
We
We
kind of
know
have to
that.
we'd have to fact check that statement. I don't know. Are like ads that misadvertise or not misadvertise, but falsely advertise? Are those under penalty of law? That would have to be something we research. If someone could look up that up right now, look it up.
I'm too busy.
I'll probably do that after I watch 10 hours of Boom Beach memes because I have no.
Gotcha.
All right.
10 hours of Boom Beach memes. Let's go, baby. Perfect Monday night. Yeah, we're going to this on Monday, and then there's also like the ads that purposefully make the X button small, so you're like kind of forced to try to click the ad to go to the App Store and download it.
Yeah.
That needs
You have to have
stop.
the accuracy of it. U.S. sniper.
Yeah,
U.S. veteran trained sniper.
yeah, that needs to stop.
The button.
Exactly. You need to be freaking what's the one dude? The one popular sniper. I forgot his name was the one famous American sniper. I forgot.
I thought you were talking about the sniper from TF2.
Yeah.
Sniping's a good job, mate. A lot of doors.
First of all, I said American. He's Australian.
I thought you said Australian. They're supposed to start with A's.
I
Anyway,
said
shut
American.
up. Anyway, shut up. I'm quoting the freaking sniper lines from the video.
What's the difference? One's a job, one's a mental illness. I think that's the quote. I'm very funny.
Yeah. Yes. Very.
Very.
We can't say that entire meme.
No, we could. Probably.
Nah, but a lot of people would really hate us for it.
That's fair.
What's up, you wankers?
Oh,
Anyway,
by the way,
hey, back on topic. Anyways, in summary, most mobile ads are just misleading and something that's not the game itself.
Yeah.
dude, Rule 34 ads.
Rule
Yeah.
34 ads, those are.
They're like mainly just, I think it's
As
called
someone who
not
uses
gaming.
ad block, I don't come across these issues. So
Oh yeah,
This is some
definitely the
peasant
porn
joke I
ads that
can't
you get
understand.
when you don't have an ad blocker. No, like when you don't have an ad blocker, you go on some like random site just to look at something, and then you get all these random porn ads. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
especially one
When
site
you
I
want to
used
do the
watch,
horny,
Jacob,
but then horny ads ruin your horniness.
exactly. Jacob, I swear to God, if you attack me for this, I will murder you in your
Hey.
sleep. But the site I use to watch anime on, if you don't have an ad blocker, there's nothing but fucking hentai ads. It's like, are you serious, bro?
You will come
must
in
watch
10
access.
seconds. You will come 10 seconds
no,
into
it's,
this porn.
Next videos. You must watch on that, Jawan. Bad.
Jacob, I will slit your throat.
Oh
and
wait.
drink the-
Technically, this one did turn into a hentai podcast. Yes.
Ah, no.
despite the editor's wishes, we got hentai for this one, boys. Let's go.
No.
You think we can just stop it here, though? Like, we covered
No.
mostly everything.
That was only like 20
We've
minutes
only been
of
recording
podcast.
Stop
like-
Then they
Yeah,
got
we only got like
Stop.
20 minutes.
the.
We're just
Why don't we just change the subject to something more interesting?
Can we just have a small video?
No.
No.
This is a podcast.
Yeah, let's change it to something else.
Can't it just be a
Alright,
YouTube
how about this?
video?
No.
Let's
the
just
YouTube
have,
video.
let's just
Must be
change
30
it.
minutes. You're
Alright,
forced to
alright.
stay here for another 10 minutes, child.
Alright, I have to say something. I say we move on to some other subject. So, as leader of the podcast, I am definitely.
He is very much,
Let's talk about
Talk about mobile games in general. Let's talk about just how bad most of them are.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. Can I just bring up one good mobile, or I guess three.
there's
I
no
don't
such
think
thing
about
as a
it.
good mobile
The only
game.
better,
Oh, there's a couple that.
alright,
I
there's-
want to see
Yeah.
there's like three mobile games that I've played. They're all made by the same company called like Pixel Byte or something like that. It's called Space Marshals
Guys, Uber
1 and
Simulator.
2. Space Marshals 1 and 2 and Xeno Work Tactics. So and Space Marshals is like action stealth hybrid, and Xeno Work Tactic is a, I guess, kind of where you control a, I guess I want to say RTS.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's an RTS. It's a strategy game.
That's
But
awesome.
yeah, that's all I have to say about it. All right. Who else has anything to say about
I
fucking mobile
do.
game?
I do. I do.
Are we doing? Are we gonna talk about some good mobile games, or are we just going straight into the terrible?
Just more like general mobile games.
let's knock out like the
So terrible.
Dude,
Let's
dude,
knock out the
I have a thing to say. I'm raising my hand.
All right, let's say the thing.
I personally used to play a lot of tycoon games and just a whole bunch of games where you just sit there and then you collect money and you upgrade your stuff. Kind of like
So like a game.
yeah, like
basically.
those kind of games.
I hate
And I
those.
think a really popular one is Adventure Capitalist, and there's also the Miner Tycoon. You know, there's a lot of stuff like that. I used to play a lot of them because I just like to for some reason. There's not really much anything to do. It's just you do it for
Yes,
nothing.
capitalistic gain.
Yes.
And there's a venture capitalist and a venture communist. So you got the Americans.
Adventure
that are like-
Communist is big funny.
Yeah,
you get to grow The entire game is based around famine.
I believe Adventure Communist is funnier because you grow potatoes instead of sell lemonade.
Yeah. The entire thing is I think is based around famine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
famine.
you're not wrong. They're not wrong about that problem. But I'm pretty sure that setting and that all of that would probably work with Ireland too, because they also had a potato famine as well.
And like one of the bad thing about most mobile games is like most of the phones are like advertised have like, you know, these HD LED displays and shit. But then most of the mobile games have graphics similar to that of fucking PS2.
Yeah. I mean, you can't really expect much from a phone, but still. Also, I don't know why I'm thinking this now, but
can at least expect low tier PS4 type looking games. You know, like low tier PS4 games.
At least
But,
maybe like alright. I think you have your like your what's
Okay,
it
well,
called?
okay, maybe that's a little bit too much expectation from a mobile game.
Yeah,
but
that's what I was about to
they
say.
should look at least slightly better than most of them do.
At least like an Xbox
Yeah,
360.
you
or
could at least
PS3.
make something that's worth my time.
Yeah.
Exactly. Make
Anyways.
That's actually going to give me some.
Anyways, I don't know why I'm
A whole bunch
thinking
of
about
games
this.
on. Hey, a whole bunch of good mobile games. I feel like they used to be like games made for PC or something. Because you can take Call of Duty Mobile, for example, because COD used to be like a console game, and then it moved on to PC, I think, and then mobile.
Well, I don't
No,
think
no,
it's. Oh,
No,
okay.
no.
It's still
Listen,
console
Daniel,
game
shut
at its
up.
heart.
Daniel, shut up.
Jawan is the COD expert here.
The first three CODs were made for a PC, but then it was COD 4. The first three CODs and the games released in those times, except for a couple, were actually optimized for PC. Were
But
made
they
for
released on
PC.
consoles too, right?
Yeah, there are a couple like console ports that but they weren't as good as the PC one.
That's because PC is the dominant platform.
Okay, Jacob, we're not going to get into the argument today, but yeah, at that time,
Me and Daniel are
console
PC users.
ports.
Maybe we can get into that argument to fill in time.
Yeah, technically we can.
Yeah, we'll squeeze
But,
that at the
but we're
end.
just gonna come to the conclusion
Yeah.
that
We'll conclude
they all have
that mobile games are bad, and then we will talk about that whole topic.
mobile games bad. There, done.
Yeah.
COD 4. No, COD 4 was the first COD that was strictly released for console. Yeah, it was the first game strictly released for console.
Can I add something about the PC versus console topic?
That's for later.
Like, we're just gonna come out to the same argument we're gonna come out to the same thing that's like, some games work better for console like controller and some work better for keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, that's fair.
So,
But that's the topic we can bring up later.
Alright, so bring us back on topic.
Alright.
Like mobile games. I guess this is a little off topic, but it still kind of applies. I keep on getting this ad where like these filmmakers are using like a computer or not a computer, a phone as like a camera, and like the steps they have to do in order to do that. And I'm like, why would you ever do that? Just buy a camera.
Have you seen the vertical cinema ad?
If you
Like the
are,
iPhone vertical cinema ad that they like advertised for a while, like where they just
Yeah.
shot a bunch of
iPhone
weird
is a
scenes
cult.
that made no sense. Like you had some dude running from a plane, and then you had a weird like dance scene where a man and a woman were dancing, and there was all
I
this
know
weird
you're
stuff, and it's like what?
talking about. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say they're weird. They're mostly just like film tropes. Mostly like one's a Wild West, one's a spy film, one's a like Matrix flick. You know, kind of. They're all kind of just like parodies. of a bunch
But the
of
problem
famous
is they're all
film things.
advertised as vertical cinema, so unless they're a bunch of different movies, it just doesn't make sense.
I-
Like,
Yeah,
is
like
it
how
just
they were,
one
like,
big
trying to-
movie stitched together with all these themes intertwined? That sounds like a really bad movie. And also,
Daniel,
Yeah.
I have a soundboard too. Look.
You idiot! You've fallen for it again! You've fallen
don't go spamming your soundboard,
put that
Daniel.
in.
I will make friggin' Jacob ban you if you spam that soundboard.
I will spam it every time Daniel
Also-
does his. If she breathes, she's a thought. Swear to God, Daniel, if you do it now.
No, I'm not gonna spam that one.
Good.
Instead, I'm gonna spam the other one.
You've fallen for it
I'll
again!
play the whole thing.
You've fallen for the rat trap!
You idiot! You've fallen for it again.
Daniel's
You
playing
have
super
fallen-
hot.
Oh,
I'm playing super hot in my control delete. I'm playing the freaking DLC that took like 4 years to release. Or no, it was renounced 2 years. It was supposed to come out in 2018. Now it came out in 2020. And also, when you end the game, it can't go back. And I thought, maybe if I uninstall and reinstall, it would erase all my progress. No, now I actually can't do nothing.
Steam, like, saved your download files and all that.
I have to delete those then. Frick. Oh well,
Good job,
I need. You
Dino,
know what?
you're smart.
I'm gonna just uninstall the game because I haven't played it in months actually because of that.
I played Super Hot VR.
Anyways,
it's pretty neat.
we're getting. Yeah, alright. Yeah, that one's pretty good. Anyways, as
I
we
think
were
we're like
saying,
this video drive though.
yeah, I think we should probably move on to a different subject.
Alright, yeah.
Nah,
As
I'm probably just gonna leave, man. Like, we're already done with the topic and stuff.
Well, we've only been recording for
Alright.
30 minutes.
And I don't care.
Ah!
That's Jacob for
Cars
you.
later. Bye. I'm gonna go over to the other call.
Alright, you know what? Let's talk about console versus PC, I guess, to fill out the time.
Yeah. Okay. I guess this is gonna be kind of an unfair match. Oh, actually, I guess Jackson could be the middle ground.
Yeah.
And then.
Since I kind
Then-
of have a little bit of experience in both, I think majority is console, but I have Dell and PC with like TF2 and whatnot.
Yeah.
But
I'll handle the
And even
console
that-
since I'm.
it's not even like PC, so to speak. It's more Mac gaming because
Well, I mean, it's
I have a
still
garbage
PC.
Mac.
It still counts as PC.
it still
but,
counts
I
as
mean, you
personal
don't-
computer gaming. But
Yeah.
yeah, let us begin.
The magic.
Alright, so one massive advantage PC has over consoles, modding. Just massive amount of modding capabilities. You can turn, like, alright, you can make Doom, like, here's an example. Doom, the original Doom. You can turn that, people have been turning that game into a whole new experience, a whole new campaign, a whole new game. Just like through modding tools. Like I guess I can send some screenshots of the most impressive mods, but like there's a lot of stuff you can do because of the mods. If id Software didn't release the source code which allows people to mod it so much, we wouldn't be in the situation we are now with the Doom modding scene.
Can I interject that real quick?
Yes.
I would say that console has just as much modding capabilities, if I'm being entirely honest. Like, I get that it's not as easy to, like, jailbreak each console and get it into a moddable state. Like, when the new console comes out, it's gonna take a few years for you to find, like, loopholes into getting the system and getting modding available. And companies are gonna try to, like, make that fair. Make that not a thing, and that's fair. That's fair. They want to play their hardware on their stuff, and they don't want to have that, that sort of thing. But I think a lot of consoles have just as much modding capabilities. Like when you look at like the Wii and the Wii U, I'm a Nintendo I'm a Nintendo stan over here, so I'm gonna bring up a lot of Nintendo examples. But when you look at like the Wii and Mario Kart Wii, when they shut down the Wi-Fi connection and like they took that whole thing and pulled the plug, Nintendo did, people literally stepped in and they recreated the online service through modding. They modded the game, added custom tracks, whole bunch of cool things, and they like re-plugged in the Wi-Fi and they made it their own server, and it's impressive, and
alright,
it
I
has
agree.
just as much
Alright.
capabilities.
Okay, I agree with you everything except for it has just as much. Because they're lacking one little thing, the source code of said game. And they'll never get the source code. You know why? Nintendo. Nintendo will always fight modding, emulation, and preserving of their games if it's not on their store. They will always fight those three things. Always. And, like, okay, I just mentioned Doom again, I'm gonna bring it up again. Can you turn Mario Kart into, I guess, a recreation of of Rocket League to the exact details, even swapping out the cars, swapping out, like, putting all the details? No, you can't. You just can't. But with Doom, Doom, you can make Doom into Quake 2. And that's a real mod, by the way. And yeah, so you can do stuff like that. And I don't think consoles will never really have that same capability.
I guess that's
And
an entirely
also-
fair argument. That's an entirely fair argument. Like Nintendo, as much as I love Nintendo, they've got their problems. Like a lot of recent times
Well,
problems.
let me say something about the modding capabilities.
All right,
on
yeah.
PC.
Jawan, you can say something, and I'm gonna say my points.
Sometimes the modding though can kind of hold the game back. Example, Arma 3. Right, that game it's basically just made for mods essentially, and it's really holding back the content for that game because of course not everyone is going to have some new fresh idea for a mod. Like literally the last biggest thing I heard for in terms of Arma 3 mod was actually no, it wasn't even for Arma 3, it was for Squad. It was a Star Wars mod that they're like currently, I think they're still working on it. I don't know if it's complete yet. I haven't followed up on it. Yeah, it's like Arma 3 is kind of a game is kind of held back just because like the only thing keeping it alive is its mods. That's the only thing keeping Arma 3 alive right now.
I guess you can say kind of the same thing with I guess games that are kind of built from Gary's modding are kind of generally
Like TF2 is a good example if you want to refer to PC gaming.
No, not really. TF2. I mean, that does have a modding scene, and I
Fair
guess
enough.
recently because Valve isn't. I guess it wasn't a big part of the community until recently when Valve decided, hey, what's TF2? I don't know. Let's forget about it, man. Let's go on lunch break.
The last update for TF2 I heard was the Halloween update they had.
Yeah, I mean that's seasonal and they're always gonna do it, but I'm pretty sure I haven't actually installed the game to check it out. But from what I heard, it was actually not that good. It was just they added a few new maps that they plucked from the community workshop and just be like, and they didn't even fix the main biggest problem of said game,
Which is
spin botting, or I guess just bots that are just like they're like obviously hacking. Like I don't know how bad your experience is with hacking, but I'm willing to bet you have never seen such blatant hacking before. But it's so blatant because they know Valve just doesn't care anymore.
Yeah. I think I've like joined rooms like playing TF2 where I just see snipers pointing up in the air, and then when we get near them, they're just like bang bang and you're dead. Like
Yeah.
blatant like bots and blatant hacking, and that's just a whole thing, and I'm like, why?
I mean, every game is going to have its share of hacking problems. Like I know Warzone, the game I'm playing currently right now, is because there's nothing better to do. I don't want to sit here and stare at the screen, the Discord screen while I'm doing the podcast.
Yeah.
This game did have a major like hacking problem. Like I personally haven't ran into like many hackers, but that's most likely because the area I live in. I don't think my servers have too many hackers. It did have a big hacking problem, and right now the biggest glitch in the game is you can call in a loadout drop and stand underneath the loadout drop because it used to kill you, but they removed that now. So instead of it killing you, you can call it in, stand underneath it, and it lands on top of you. And you can basically see outside of it, and shoot outside of it, and people can see you, but they can't hit you. So it's kind of like an invincibility glitch mode.
Huh.
Yeah, which I guess that sucks. That's kind of seriously
They
sucks.
can't do any damage to you, but you can simply shoot at them and kill them. That's fine, but they can't do anything to you.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, like, I guess I'm kind of bringing this up against my side, but I guess probably like generally hacking is done on the PC because it's just much easier to modify the game files because you would have to. Because if you want to hack, like say hack something on like a console, you would have to either.
If you want to have something, you want to have hacks on console, you either have to connect your console to a PC, or you have to have like a hacked controller or something,
Or
like
I guess emulation too.
yeah, emulators too. But the reason why hacking was such a problem in Warzone was because it's crossplay, so there's a lot more PC people. this game. And PC people, that means a lot more hacks.
Isn't that the same thing for like Fall Guys? Like, a lot of people hacked in that.
I know, Fall Guys.
Fall Guys got a lot
Fall
had hacking problems as well. You know, people.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Hacking problem.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it did have a problem. Isn't like I guess it isn't accurate to say Fall Guys is dead, but hasn't it fallen out of the mainstream due to Among Us?
It's basically dead because the other bean people have arisen and they have come to stab you.
Even though they've been here the whole time.
They've been here since 2018.
Yeah, they've been here in the shadows, and we've been playing it since November of last year, so we're actually pros.
Yeah.
Screw you comics, screw you guys, we're better than you, all of you.
Ha! I will beat you in Among Us and in Mario Kart.
I guess we're talking, yeah. Anything else to say, I guess, about... Oh, sorry, what did you say?
There's not much to say on the PC versus console thing. Like we said earlier when we were discussing on whether to bring this topic up, that it's basically preference. You know, some games are better for PC, some games are better than console. Sometimes controller may have a little bit more of an advantage, or may put on equal playing field with PC with mouse and keyboard, similar to like the God, if you have the game on PC, you can connect your controller to Warzone. With the FOV sliders and everything, you don't need a mouse to have like expert aim, because with FOV sliders you can nerf from recoil, and then Warzone in general is just a game where you can make extremely accurate weapons, weapons. So
you're saying if you increase the field of view, it decreases your
increasing that. The FOV slider in Warzone and Call of Duty in general just helps with recoil. I don't know why that works. Content creators and stuff talk about it all the time, how they just how it helps with recoil. Like, there's definitely people like Symphony, he's a popular PC player. People questioning if he hacks just because with his FOV slider and good aim, mind you, that you can get from playing games that aren't COD, for just because they thought he was hacking. And there's also someone else that I don't know if y'all have heard about. His name is Default. Default is extremely good. This man has like best aim I've seen so far. Like, I maybe watched a couple Symphony videos. When I tell you this dude had like expert aim, bro. Yeah, this dude had like expert aim. He was snapping everywhere and everything. And he usually makes videos talking about his hacking accusations. But I mean, watching his videos, there are clear moments that let you know that he's not hacking. Because when you hack, people have aimbot and recoil scripts and everything. They're snapping all over the screen. They're just snapping straight towards someone's head with like little to no effort, at all. And it's very apparent of what they're doing. With Default, however, it's completely different. I remember one specific moment in one of his videos I was watching. He was fighting someone at a hangar, I believe. I think it was in Scrapyard, and they came from the other side of the wall, but instead of, let's say, if he did have hacks, he would have snapped on their head and instantly downed the weapon he was using. But instead of doing that, he fell back. Oh, tell me, would a hacker fall back from a fight? Seriously.
Only if they're like trying really hard to cover it up.
Unless they're trying really hard to cover it up, there's literally no reason for them to like. Unless he's trying to cover it up, which clearly if he was, he would have been terrible at it, because the dude streams too. And hackers that stream their hacks aren't usually that smart. If they do that, that's like, come on, man. It's just like moments like that show clearly that he wasn't hacking. And I guess that's also kind of a point to make about the COD community in general. Like, whenever someone good comes onto the scene that wasn't known before, isn't popular, they instantly get hack accusations and everything, because people don't know this guy. And they think, and somehow automatically he has better aim than some pros. Everything, and just like,
yeah, therefore he hacks. I don't know, maybe
Yeah, it's
It
like
couldn't be that he was just a pro before and that he just wasn't showing his skills to the world
I
until.
know. I actually looked
that.
I actually
No.
looked into it. I didn't really look into it, but some of the information he gave in his videos because he also played. Well, I guess it's more Symphony, not Default. But he played like I fucking I think it was Default though. He played Siege before, and I guess people who view him before know that he plays Siege, and in Siege that game, it is kind of required to have good recoil control and be able to snap all over the place extremely easily because people come around corners and the damage profiling in Siege is definitely way different than like that's simple facts. In Siege you can die from like a singular bullet to the head, but in COD you can take a AR bullet point. You can take multiple AR bullets point blank to the head without dying. But in Siege, a singular AR bullet or hell, a singular pistol bullet can kill you. But it's like just way different. That's also kind of, but yeah, like I said, that's also kind of the COD community, not just the skill. Anyways, but yeah, it's mostly just.
We should probably wrap up the podcast soon, and yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think we got it footage. Anyways, that concludes it.
Alright, yeah, that'll be
Yep.
it, gamers. Hope you enjoyed. We'll send you off
Yeah,
with the
say hi to
casual
Will.
vote. Yep, all that
Will.
stuff, like, subscribe, I don't care. Just go away. We're leaving now.
Alright.
Goodbye.